This franchise is huge. We were bound to forget some guests. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 stars you forgot were on CSI. For this list, we're going over the actors and other celebrities whose appearances in the CSI franchise happened either before they gained fame or that have since been forgotten by most viewers. Number 10. Channing Tatum, CSI Miami. Most know him today as a movie star, but Channing Tatum actually got to start doing modeling work. His first on-screen role was this one though. In the episode Tatum appears in, a boat is used in a drive-by shooting. Tatum's character is Bob Davenport, a wannabe rapper who's found in possession of the boat.
It was sitting there running. I took it for a ride.
Where was it just sitting?
I ain't gonna do your job for no one time.
However, Davenport contends that he merely found the boat and that its owner was dead when he discovered it, which turns out to be true.
I kind of freaked out. What you want me to do? I took the boat, dead homie and all.
Fun fact, Tatum acts opposite his future Magic Mike co-star Adam Rodriguez in this episode.
I swear on my mama, man, this is exactly where I dumped homeboy. Listen, you little cracker, I've about had it with your minstrel act.
Frank, take it easy. I'll be telling the truth.
Number 9. Taraji P. Henson, CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Although she's an Oscar-nominated actress, most people are probably familiar with Taraji P. Henson's television work, particularly her starring part on Empire. However, her earlier TV appearances also demonstrate her range and propensity for showing strength of character in her roles, and this one is no exception.
What was the last thing you remember? I don't know.
On CSI, Henson plays Christina, a real estate agent who survives a sexual assault. Although not as brash as her part on Empire, Henson shows Christina's inner fortitude as she's forced to recount the experience to bring the perpetrator to justice.
Oh, no one ever has to see this. I want him to see it. He'll watch it in jail.
Number 8. Taylor Swift, CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Known the world over for her singing career, Taylor Swift has also tried her hand at acting. Although we hope she never ever gets back together with the folks behind Cats, her appearance in CSI was actually pretty good.
You can tell me. I'm not scared of that stuff.
I can see that.
Haley, leave the man alone.
Swift plays Haley Jones, a teenage girl whose troubled home life intersects with several cases Nick Stokes works over the course of a year before she's tragically killed.
I knew her.
While the character Swift plays is something of an archetype, as she struggles with a difficult relationship with her mom and suffers a blow to her reputation, she still makes Haley feel grounded and real.
Don't worry about that. Blow it off.
You don't get it, do you? My life is over.
Number 7. Amanda Seyfried, CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Before she became a big-name movie star, Amanda Seyfried got her start on TV. While she'd already had her big break by then, few people realized that Seyfried guest starred on CSI in 2006. During her episode, a very unpopular defense attorney is killed at her son's wedding. Seyfried plays Lacey, one of the bridesmaids.
It's quite a case you got there. Is it your magic kit?
Or your toy box?
You don't seem to be very upset about what happened?
Although mob involvement is initially suspected, it's Lacey and her fellow bridesmaids who are actually responsible.
We're not gonna pretend to be all liquid and soft, okay? All that's missing here are the striped socks.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
A prank intended to embarrass the deceased led the defense attorney to threaten the bridesmaids, after which Lacey pushed her into a statue, requiring Lacey to enlist her sisters to aid her in covering up what really happened.
You are going down for conspiracy.
All right, you know what, lady? That's enough!
Number 6. Jason Segel, CSI Crime Scene Investigation.
Call me a geek, but background subtraction application software is the bomb.
Only geeks still say the bomb.
The majority of our entries are for one-off guest stars, but Jason Segel actually had a recurring role on the original CSI. Segel played lab tech Neil Jansen during 3 episodes of the show's 5th season, whom the main characters occasionally turn to for expertise.
I need your expertise. Matchbook print. Everybody's talking about it. Well, good.
As great and memorable an actor as Segel is, the show did tend to have a revolving door of background lab techs, so it's easy to see why people forgot he was even on the show, even if his later work did call back to his appearances here, albeit indirectly.
We are not a crime scene investigation show.
Oh. Number 5. Jeremy Renner, CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Jeremy Renner may be a household name now, but he was just another actor back in 2001.
Who the hell are you guys? Get out of my kitchen.
On CSI, Renner played Roger Jennings, a recently paroled convict whose brother Ben is arrested for murder.
Bend it.
Did you witness this?
He told me about it.
Although the case against Ben seems clear-cut, Roger being on his third strike makes the team suspicious of him. As it turns out, Roger did commit the crime, and is letting his brother take the fall for it to stay out of jail. Given his work on the big screen, we knew Renner could play dangerous characters, but he also manages to play a truly sleazy one here.
So it was necessity.
Number 4. Chris Pine, CSI Miami. Chris Pine is another film actor who got his start on the small screen. In one episode of CSI Miami, Pine plays Tommy Chandler, the boyfriend of a murder victim who was apparently kidnapped as part of a thrill-seeking fantasy game.
All right, guys, look, I really do appreciate this, but can we jump to the next stage, please?
Next stage?
Yeah, come on, this isn't funny.
Although Tommy at first appears shocked and heartbroken that the CSIs aren't part of the game and that his girlfriend is actually dead, it's later revealed that Tommy was responsible for her death, allowing her to suffocate while engaging in role-playing.
Nobody was complaining.
I think if Nikki were alive today, she'd be complaining.
While it may have been early in his career, Pine plays both Tommy's feigned innocence and his unapologetic thrill at watching someone die perfectly, to the point where both are completely believable.
Your saliva is on it, Tommy, because you kissed Nikki while you were smothering her.
That's right.
Number 3. Viola Davis, CSI Crime Scene Investigation.
I heard you're investigating a murder at Western LVU. Female, young, bound, dumped in a trash bag.
Before she played an attorney on How to Get Away with Murder, Viola Davis played another attorney, Ms. Campbell, on CSI.
You CSIs are biased for the prosecution. You decide ahead of time how you want the evidence to come out.
In the one episode she appears in, Ms. Campbell's client is due to be executed, but a last-minute deferment occurs when DNA evidence comes to light and a new potential victim is killed with the same MO. While Davis doesn't feature prominently, she does have a meaty scene in which she accuses Catherine Willows of being biased for the prosecution.
The killer's still out there.
Number 2. Michael B. Jordan, CSI Crime Scene Investigation. An investigation into the drive-by shooting of 3 young men who put up posters puts the CSI team onto street gangster Morris Calvin, played by Michael B. Jordan. The investigators attempt to question Morris, but because one of the young victims hit the gangster with a staple gun, Morris becomes afflicted with tetanus and gets lockjaw.
Now's the time.
Morris tries to point the team towards a rapper nicknamed Dollar in writing, but it's eventually uncovered that the gangster himself was responsible for the drive-by, attacking the men as a result of a hip-hop rivalry.
Aw man, that poster makes Dollar look like a hoe. Dollar's nobody's hoe.
Jordan convincingly plays Morris's lockjaw, as well as his fanatical fandom. Oh man, I went through a CSI phase at one point where I binged several seasons in a row. That messes you up, man. But you start to think you could be a really good investigator. The funny thing is, I don't remember any of these people being on. And wait until you see our top pick. The hair is so 2005. So let's look through the honorable mentions, and then we'll show you the number 1 star you forgot was on CSI.
No, I'm good for waiting, but waiting's wasted time. Oh, I don't take it mine.
Are you talking to my client without his lawyer being present? Now you know better than that.
If Mr. Sheridan is in fact your client, then we have a conflict of interest, don't we?
I know the law, Lieutenant. Mr. Reyes has been notified, and that's my only legal obligation.
Want to go for another ride? I'll take that as a yes.
You betcha. Parts alone are worth 4-5 times the blue book value of the car. I asked, where do I pick it up? That's all I asked.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. John Krasinski, CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. John Krasinski may be famous for appearing in movies and shows like The Office now, but he played all manner of minor roles when he was starting out. One such part is this one.
Yesterday, just kicking it like Mead.
How'd you get that bruise on you, though, man?
Oh, windsurfing.
In this CSI episode, a man named Corey DeMaio was found dead behind the wheel with a joint in his car. The CSIs interview his friend, Lyle Davis, played by Krasinski. Lyle comes across as friendly and the CSIs play nice too.
Man, that is not what went down.
You looking at robbery, leaving the scene, failure to report an accident?
That's a lot of years, man.
I didn't get back in the car with Corey.
Though they are able to get him to admit to smoking weed with the victim, he makes it clear he wasn't responsible.
3 weeks ago, I was busted for pot. Okay, the judge gave me diversion. You guys filed charges. I'm screwed. I will never get into dental school.
Lyle's just lucky that Jim Halpert wasn't conducting the interview.
Now, exactly how much pot did you smoke?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.